The way this turned out, does it feel as bad as a gut punch as you guys have gotten in a while?
Yeah, I mean it's a recurring thing at this point. We've shown what we can do in spurts. We understand what we need to do to be successful, and then they crank up the intensity a little bit in the third period there, and all of a sudden we get away from it and start going east-west and not advancing zones. You don't win at the NHL level doing that. I mean, when push came to shove in the third period, they were going north. They were putting pucks behind our D, and something we had done all night and done successfully all night, and we got away from it.
Next question comes from Rick Carpinello with The Athletic. Carpy, go ahead.
Question goes about getting pucks behind their D, especially their D was kind of depleted, and you did do it for a while. Is that a theme though over the last couple of years when you have struggled that's the game you've played or you haven't played?
That's just winning hockey. No team in the league can just throw their sticks out there and play east-west and try to skill their way to wins. You got to go north at some point. There's not enough space. There's not enough time. You got to make their D turn. You got to make them go, and the old cliche, go 200 feet. And when we're turning pucks over at lines, turning pucks over the neutral zone, not making them dig pucks out of corners. I mean, it looked like a lot of fun for them in the third period.
Hey, Jacob, you guys go into the third period with the lead again. That's happened quite a few times lately, and you guys haven't been able to hold it. So is there any common theme? Like, how do you put your finger on that?
It's something that you can't really let build or become a common theme. Yeah, it's happened more than we'd like it to. So it's something we're definitely conscious of. And moving forward, that's something that you don't really want that to creep in your head going into third periods. I mean, we've been, well, like going back to last year, but in the past we've been good with leads in the third period. So the game got a little tilted on us, I think, in the third. They spent a little more time in the RD zone. So something we're going to have to address.
Next question comes from Greg Joyce with the New York Post. Greg, go ahead.
Creeping in the guys' heads, but do you think it is currently going into the third period?
I don't think so. I mean, it's something it's happened. It's not something that we're really thinking about. I mean, we got to go out and learn how to play the same way in the third period we did in the first two, and that's we've liked the starts that we've gotten off to. We got to find a way to play for 60 minutes, and that's it's a pretty cliche thing to say, but you got to learn how to make plays and keep making plays in the third period and be able to break out and kind of lock a game down.
Next question comes from Mark Roseman with Sports Talk New York. Mark, go ahead.
As that shift in the overtime developed and they couldn't get off the ice and Pittsburgh was able to get the change, you kind of sense that, we got to get the puck out. This is trouble. I mean, could you sense it at that moment?
I don't think we sensed it was trouble. I mean, obviously you have some tired guys on the ice and they have fresh guys, which isn't a good situation to be in. But I thought we kept a pretty tight triangle there, and they didn't get a ton. They got a good look. It went in, and move on.